G'day folks, welcome to United Tools TV. I'm Dwayne from Oz Tool Talk. Today I'm reviewing Metabo's brand new hammer drill. It's with 120 Newton meters of torque. The model number is the SB18 LTX BL I, and the SB is for the hammer drills, the LTX being for their premium range, BL for brushless, and I for impulse. It doesn't have a Q in the model number because this one doesn't have Metabo's quick change chuck. That may come later, but for now, this is the first version that's been brought into Australia, exclusive to United Tools, with 120 Newton meters, so pretty fantastic. The previous version, which I actually recently reviewed, had 90 Newton meters of torque, and that was a powerhouse. So really looking forward to seeing how this one stacks up. It's got 600 RPM in first speed, 2050 in second speed. It's got 32,300 BPM for its hammer function. So that's it for the specs. Let's get straight into the testing and I'll come back and wrap it up. Okay, just starting with a long ship auger bit, 450mm long I think, 17mm in diameter. Tried it in second speed, got most of the way down. This driller would absolutely carve this up in first, or it did. Nearly got there in second as well. This is a 32mm auger bit now. Both these just going straight down the guts of a treated pine post. As you can see in first speed, just doing it really easily. Pretty hard to phase this drill in first speed. Now going to try it in second speed. Really just destroys this post. Pretty incredible performance really. Okay, this is a 37mm self-feeding bit into the same treated pine post, and as you can see, that's a pretty big hole to be making with the cordless drill, and it really has no problems driving this whatsoever. So very impressed with the timber performance of this drill. Right, I've got a bit ambitious there, throwing it in second for this sort of bit and this sort of size, and it's just not going to do that as expected. Okay, I'm now trying the impossible. Well, what I'm trying to prove is whether this new drill has more torque than the previous version. So I'm currently using the 90 Newton meter brushless tool that was released a couple of years ago. It's a fantastic drill. To see which one can drive these big coach screws further. I've accidentally just knocked that into impulse mode, which was a slight annoyance with that one because it had it on the top there. So now I've got the new brushless 120 Newton meter drill of this review, driving the same 12mm coach bolts to see if it can drive them further. And you can see it definitely has. Alright, now doing some masonry drilling. Testing this drill out with 10mm masonry bits and then 6mm after this. This concrete sleeper that you're looking at, although you can't really see it in the shot very well, is actually full of aggregate and is 32 MPa rated, so it's actually very hard concrete. And I'm quite comfortable for these 10mm holes. The 6mm really isn't much of a challenge for it at all, but this is the range that I like to be using regular hammer drills for, 6 to 10mm. Any bigger than that and I always want to get a rotary hammer drill out. So yeah, it does these quite easily. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of steel drilling now, and I've just used the punch there to just remind people that if you want to get if you want to get precise holes, generally the way that you want to do that is you want to punch the steel first and then drill. However, the Metabo has its impulse mode. They're the only one who do it, and you can actually get a very accurate hole without punching using the impulse mode because of its action. I'm not going to say it's as as accurate as punching the steel first, but especially for a quick job out on site, maybe you don't have the punch right next to you or in your pocket. This impulse mode is very, very handy for accurate drilling in steel. I did notice that impulse drilling is a little slower. It's not slow, but it's a little slower than regular drilling. So after I've got that hole started well and truly, I've thrown it back into regular drill mode just to finish off those 2 holes. Okay, so as you can see, this thing's a real torque monster. It's very powerful, but I really want to talk about the quality of this drill. I talked about how it's a bit longer than usual, and I think that's because Metabo have made no compromises on this drill to make it tiny. It's just really, really nice that the switching from first to second, switching into hammer mode, down the bottom switching into impulse mode, and the clutch settings, everything feels very, very professional. The way the side handle attaches is really secure, and the chuck is no doubt the best chuck I've ever used. It is the type that's going to take skin off your hand if you're not careful, but it didn't drop a single drill bit, which was a first for me in my testing, because I often use big auger bits and self-feeding bits with a big 9/16 shank, and it didn't drop even one of those. So I'm really impressed with the unit. I think the quality is top notch. The power is great. As I said, it's a little bit more powerful even than their previous version, which I recently reviewed. As you saw when it was driving those coach bolts, it's not a huge step up in power, but it's definitely there. It's a comfortable and well-weighted tool, despite being a little on the longer side, with a really nice belt hook. Yeah, really like it. Head down to your local United Tools retailer to try one out, feel it in the hand. I think you'll like it. It's exclusively sold at United Tools in a 2-piece kit with an impact driver and 4-piece kits. Comes with 5.2 amp hour batteries. It's a real winner. Go down, have a feel, or head on to unitedtools.com.au and have a look. Please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.